Hello everybody, my name is Sarah, also known as Weight Watcher Cape Cod Woman. And a few of you have said, why don't you tell a little bit of your story? So I guess this will be the ending chapter of how I found Weight Watchers. What made me finally decide to take the plunge? And I have been, I guess what you would call, a compulsive overeater all my life. I am 64 years old, so you know that's an awful lot of compulsive overeating to get here. And I ate my way through just about everything in life. Obsessed with food, just all the things that probably a lot of you share. And so it was last year, 2014, June 23rd, and that was it. That was the day that I said, I am going to join Weight Watchers. And I guess there'd been nudges along the way. I guess I was reading a little bit of Jessica Simpson's blogs. Actually, what happened was, back up a little bit before that, I began to really enjoy Hungry Girl. And I would see her on shows like Dr. Oz, and then I began to DVR her cute little videos. And if you haven't found Hungry Girl, she's great. You can get daily emails. And yeah, maybe this is where it started. And in her emails would be, she just has a great site. And it would be new finds, a little bit like Weight Watcher Girl 1 that we see here on YouTube from Weight Watchers. And she would not only list the fat and the calories and the fiber, but she would also list the points, the Weight Watcher points. And I came to be kind of fascinated with all of that, and I'm not a joiner. And so there was this huge resistance of like, I can do this on my own. And I was a fat little girl, and then I was a chunky young woman. And so I never really did anything formal. And so I would read her books, her cookbooks, and she even has a diet book out. And there was still something about it that made me want to resist doing somebody else's food plan their way. I guess it's that free spirit, that former hippie in me that wanted to just be able to plan my own food. That dream of, I could do this if I was allowed to have, and fill in the blanks. You know, I don't know if you do much reflecting, but I do. And so there were certain things, certain like little favorite things, healthy foods, but like if I could only have a food plan that allowed that, I would be so happy. I could do this. And I'm talking real simple stuff here, like a baked potato, raspberries. I love asparagus, things like that. And so I had some habits that needed adjusting, and I think that I did a lot of damage right out of the gate in the morning with coffee. You know, it took a while to go from the light cream, the couple of tablespoons of Coffee Mate, the real sugar. It took a while to tone that one down and learn to get used to the taste. And if you've seen my sweeteners video, you know that I went from full white sugar to the Domino blend and the stevia, I think it's the Truvia blend of the sugar and stevia. And then I went to Truvia, and then I ended up, I still use Truvia for some things, some of my coffees, and then some I buy the Zyla. And that's made a huge difference. And I think I'm going to get another one at Whole Foods today called Wholesome. And it is no artificial ingredients. and I've read a lot on online. So when it comes to a new product, I trust Hungry Girl's take on it, and then I go onto the Amazon website and I'll look up one of those products that they have. They're like the Zyla, and I'll read the comments and what it says. And so that's how I've tried some of these newer products as I've changed. And I guess probably coffee was one of the first changes. It's like, oh God, I want my coffee and I want it my way. And I've read some comments and blogs and seen some videos where I just love the women because they're just like me. It's like, if I have to have it this way and it's worth the point, it's worth the points to have this. And I understand that. And so I guess it kind of began with the coffee. So that's my cat. I was a Hungry Girl follower, and watching her, reading her, getting her daily thing. So I was nudged. And so I was sitting there, and there were 2 Weight Watcher meetings last June. There was one at 8 a.m., and there was one again at 10 a.m. And I said, this is it. It was a Saturday. And I said, if I join Weight Watchers today, June 23rd, I actually could wear some of those things that I love to wear. Now, I'm 64, and there's some things that, I'm not a sleeveless person. I'm not a shorts person. Some things just go with age that, unless I had thousands for surgery. So I accept that. But I know that I love starchy little shirts in the summer with khakis. It's kind of like my uniform for work. And I had the middle tire. And to be honest with you, I would see other women with that menopause, that thing that a lot of people say, well, it just happens and I can't do anything about it. That they almost look pregnant, and they're kind of my age, and so you don't think they're really pregnant. And so I started, let's face it, as women, we check out other women, and I would see those middle tires, and I would look at their faces, and I would say, they don't care. They just don't care how they look. And society today has kind of loosened up a little bit. And I don't know, how I grew up, it was a little bit different than how it is now. And so I had to get used to kind of like that. And so I would see these middle tires on women my age or even younger. And I would go wearing like my style of clothes, which would be like a little starchy shirt. And, I always wear my like pearls and kind of like that kind of grown up thing. And I would look at them and I'd just say, that's what I look like when I'm sitting. I don't want to look like that. And it wasn't like, I'm going to Cancun. I want to fit into a bikini. It was a little bit, because I'm older, it was a little bit less lofty. And so there I was planning to go to Weight Watchers that Saturday, June 23rd, 2014 at 10 a.m. That was it. I was going to go sign up. I was going to see what it was about. I was going to do the weigh-in, and I was just going to start to get real. I was going to get real, not publicly so much, but just, with myself. I was just going to find out what I was really about. Can I do this? Can I find the foods that I like? One of the websites that I did, I have to back up again, was Spark People. And Spark People you can do, it's kind of like the Weight Watchers tracking, and I'm sure there's other things out there now, but this was a few years ago before smartphones. And so I became aware of the calories that I was having. But there was still something that seemed a little bit more magical with the Weight Watchers. So it was 7:30 a.m., and I went to, I had to go to the 8 a.m. I said, that's it. I'm going to go to the 8 a.m. I couldn't even wait for the 10 a.m. I wanted to go so much to this meeting, to weigh in, to sign up. That's it. I'm going. And so I did it. I went, and I weighed in, and I didn't see anybody I knew. It was all women, no men. And I live on Cape Cod, so it was kind of crowded that day because summer had started, so you could tell that there were a lot of women there that might have been there just for the weekend and so forth. And I weighed in and I sat through the meeting, and people had their iPhones and they had the app on the Y-phone, and they were comparing things, and they were, asking the leader, certain things. And she had this whiteboard, and it was behind her. And maybe some of you saw it if you go to the meetings. And she had on it, it was like a cookout whiteboard. And it was like, if you have that hot dog, if you have that potato salad, if you have that macaroni salad, if you have that hamburger with the bun. And it was all the usual things that people would have, up the ear of corn, on the 4th of July. And she was kind of prepping us into what your choices would be if you're at one of those cookouts and you're on Weight Watchers now, and how could you, I guess the word probably would be, survive the 4th of July cookout. And so I really liked her, and I really liked it. However, I decided, I don't know, I went to the first meeting and I signed up, and this is going to be great. And I went to the local grocery store and I bought some of the products that I heard them talk about. And I'm more, I do buy a lot of organic things, but I'm not, I'm not a pure organic person. I aim for natural, but I also read the flyers, because when you do a lot of fruits and vegetables and fresh things, it gets expensive. So I buy on sale, but I buy definitely fruits and vegetables, and sometimes organic, sometimes not. But I know my products that I like, and sometimes they're expensive, and I buy them because I need them. So anyway, so I went and I bought some of the products that they had talked about, and I work in a homeless shelter, and so I usually work holidays. I don't usually attend cookouts. And, of course, we celebrate them. And tomorrow is Easter, so there will be that celebration at work, and I work on Sundays. So I loved what she said, and it got me. And I signed up for her motivational emails from this leader. And I came home, and I started to go to the Facebook Weight Watcher blogs or groups, and I joined a few of them. There's one out of the UK, there's What I Ate Today, there's 29 Points and Under. There's quite a few of them. And, if you read enough of them, you can see what's the difference between going to an online meeting and doing it online with the Weight Watchers app on a smartphone, and also the app that you can, I've got it on my tablet, I've got it on my phone, and I've got it on my my laptop. And so I said, you know what? I go to so many meetings, and I'm so busy and all of this sort of stuff. I said, I think I'm just going to do it online. There just seems to be so much support between the Facebook people, the YouTube videos, and just the app with the food. And of course, being the rebel still, I did not do, I don't know, there's that part that you're supposed to do for the first week or two. Maybe it's simply filling, I'm not sure. And I said, nope, I'm diving into it. I am diving into doing the points. I am chomping at the bits to do this. This seems absolutely perfectly suited for me. So I did it. So that was a Saturday. So then on Monday, I called the Weight Watchers number, and I canceled my meeting membership, I guess, and then I signed up for the online one. And it's $5 a week, and it is the best $5 that I could ever spend. My mind was so insane on that. By the time I got to Weight Watchers June 23rd, 2014, I was crazy. The whole food thing. Now, here's what happens. You join Weight Watchers, and you're crazy in a different way, in a healthy way, in a I can do this way, in a motivated way. And so my involvement from June 23rd to today, what is today? April 4th, is just amazing. The evolvement of how everything went. The first part of me wanted to continue to eat the things that I wanted to eat. And it'd be so funny because you'd look up something on the Weight Watchers program and the apps and the tracker, and you'd go, whoa, I am not going to spend 12 of my points to have that. And so then there was that evolvement of like, how can I find something that feels the same? And now for me, the first aha or the first transition was probably pizza. To go from having that cute little pizza delivered on a Friday night, which was a usual, and it still continues today, only I don't get it delivered, was to transition to a pizza that I would like. And so on Weight Watcher Girl 1, and do watch her YouTubes, they are excellent, she talked about the Fit and Free. And it is this pizza, and it comes in this white styrofoam box with dry ice. It's delivered, and they have specials all the time. Buy 12, get 6 free. And they're perfect little round pizzas. I think there's 6 points in them, and I doctor them up. I also buy the Vitalicious ones that are in your frozen food section in the healthy food section of regular grocery stores. And those have, I think, 5 points. And so I doctor them up. I add a Weight Watcher string cheese to them. Sometimes I put like a 1/4 cup of chili or spaghetti sauce, or at first I did pizza sauce, but it's like whatever. And then I put like roasted asparagus on them, or some of my peppers that I dice up every day. So anyway, I doctor it up, and it ends up, it's not like you can have a slice like a plain slice of cheese pizza, but it's pizza. And it satisfies. And so I was able to do that sort of transition. And so my coffee transitioned, my pizza transitioned, my potatoes. I love a baked potato. And it just makes me feel, I guess the word might be normal. And I really like that. I'm not a restaurant person. I cook at home. I prefer to cook at home. And some of you have seen my grocery hauls, and you see that I cook at home. And we have the Big Green Egg. I'm going to do a video on that this afternoon showing, how I cook. I cook a lot of food. I prep a lot of food on Saturdays because I work a lot. And one of my favorite sayings is, failing to plan is planning to fail. And it's so true. And if you've ever seen any of those cute pictures or videos about where people do all their little baggies of what they take to work and the little portion control things, I'm one of those too. And it just saves me. And it makes me content. And I guess I need to be content with my food intake. And Weight Watchers has helped me. It's calmed that beast inside of me. I can go. I like to go for breakfast. I'm really not a go out for dinner person, but I can do it, and I can pre-plan it. I can go online, and I can put it in. And one of the things that I do with my app is I plan out my food. I don't just like eat it and then put it in. I find that triggers that beast inside of me. So I am very structured. When I go to work at the shelter, there are just shelves and refrigerators full of food that isn't Weight Watcher, because there's so many donations of things, all those things that used to capture me, and I would binge on. And so I plan my food out, and when I'm at work, it's stressful. And so I kind of graze, I do a lot of crunchy things like my veggies, my pepper strips, my carrot sticks, my celery sticks, and little yogurts, and my PB2, and cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese, and grapes, and oranges, and apples, and little cheese, the string cheese, so things like that. And I fill my day full of those sort of things, but I track it out before. I find that helps me. Now, ironically, I've sponsored a couple of women, I've food sponsored a couple of women that have joined Weight Watchers, and that is a very, very interesting thing, because like 12-step programs, you see yourself in them. And so I just love, one in particular woman, and she joined about 6 weeks ago. And to see the joy in her face, because she's able to pull it all together and to lose. And she's an older woman like me. She's going to St. John next week, and she's so excited because she's dropped 13 pounds. And it's those 13, 15 pounds that make all the difference in the world with certain clothes, with the bathing suit at St. John. She is so delighted and excited. And it's funny because, you know, you don't necessarily see yourself, but you can see somebody else. And so she works with me, and she works really hard, and she just moved. And so she's, you know, you spend the day, I don't know if any of you have ever done this, but you've like moved or redone a room with the painting and just all that energy, and your head steps out of Weight Watchers for a second, and you said, I have earned and deserved fill in the blank. And I'm going to have it tonight just because this is how it is. And so that's what she'll do. She'll say, I'm going to go to this certain restaurant, and it's a franchise. And she said, I'm going to have this and I'm going to have that because I'm exhausted and I've worked really hard. And it's so funny because at the end she'll say, I had 2 veggies and some grilled shrimp. And it's just, I love that. I love watching the transformation. If some of you go to the face-to-face meetings, I'm sure you'll see that in the women there. But because I don't go to the face-to-face meetings, I'm not seeing that transition. But it's just so beautiful to watch somebody get it, grab onto it, make it fit their lives, and be successful. And that's, I don't know what happened for me. I am so grateful. I woke up this morning. It's 4 a.m. It is. It's 4 a.m. here today. And I put on these clothes to do this, and I'm just so excited to do it. I have so much gratitude. There was such a beast inside of me. It was crazy, insane. And there was just no stopping. I mean, I ate all of my feelings. I'm 64. I just remember at 10 years old babysitting and just, you know, just absolutely just going through people's cabinets and just shoving food in. It was just horrible. And I don't know what feelings I was shoving it, you know, shoving food down on top of at 10 years old. But, you know, dating and marriage day and all those sort of things that become, you know, these celebrations where we just have visions of ourselves. And Weight Watchers has helped me. And you can do it too, you know. It's just such a beautiful program, and it's $5 a week online. It's $5. And you can get the YouTubes, and you can get the Facebook, and you can get the Hungry Girl emails. It's just such a beautiful thing. And the points work. You know, I have 26 points. It's so easy. There's so much food. I'm not going to bed hungry. I'm not going to bed, you know, with all that crazy stuff. I'm not waking up in the middle of the night thinking of that stuff. I'm trying to just refine and evolve and just be healthy. And it's just such a wonderful, wonderful gift, this program. And you can, you know, if you're resistant or a rebel like I am, you can make it your own. Isn't that a beautiful thing? You don't have to buy somebody else's food filled with salt and fake stuff and do all that kind of stuff. You can have food coaches here. I just love Weight Watchers. So this has been my little video. I'm going to need another cup of coffee now, so I have to sign off. And I just wanted to share this with you because a couple of people have asked for it. And, you know, please leave your messages below. Find me on YouTube. Find me on Facebook. Share your stuff with me, you know. I mean, and then look at me. I got to this video thing, totally self-taught. Never had a video camera, never uploaded, never had to edit. And you can tell some of my videos that it's like, yeah, you really need to learn how to do that. I love it. I wake up and this video is inside of me. I felt it. And I said, I just have to get up and do this before I can go on with my day. So anyway, thanks for watching. My name is Sarah, also known as Weight Watcher Cape Cod Woman. Please like me. Please subscribe to my channel. And just find me. You can find me on the Facebook Weight Watcher groups, and let me know what you think. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.